let's say there's a solid mill listening through the iHeartRadio app, in their car, whatever, to Covino and Rich on Fox Sports.
Your mom opening every browser she has?
Yeah,
I'm supporting my baby.
Let's just say a lot of my Mexican sides listening right now.
Yeah.
Let's say we did a poll, Rich. All right, let's say we did it Family Feud style.
Yeah.
100 people surveyed. We asked 100 people, do you know who AJ and Big Justice are? AJ and Big Justice.
Ooh.
They're your favorite father and son. I think they're more popular than LeBron and Bronny right now. That's what I think, because I'm always on my phone.
Dude, it really depends on your algorithm.
It does. Agreed. But how many people listening right now could say, yeah, I know who they are?
Well, I don't want to hijack your question, but can you break it down into more demos? Or are you saying, hey, 100 people, you could ask an 80-year-old lady and a teenager? Because I think your answers are going to be all over the place.
We have a wide range of listeners, right? So I would say if you live a life of you're on social media, I'm thinking by now you got to know who these dudes are.
All right, if the criteria is you must be on social media to answer the question, 75 out of 100. If you include like your mom or grandma who's like, I'm only on Facebook, the answer is 20 out of 100 right now.
If you have social media, I think you know who these guys are. If you don't, we're about to tell you why they bring the boom. So AJ and Big Justice are a father and son that started off as Costco guys. Hey, we're Costco guys. That's how it started. Hey, we're Costco guys. And the dad, this big galoot, his whole thing was he would order a double chocolate chunk cookie.
Don't get started with that.
Oh, see? See, Sam knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a double chocolate chunk cookie.
Ick.
Major ick. Right? Yeah. It used to give me allergies too. I was like, what is this? And why do people care? And then the son, his little kid, is like, I got the chicken bake. And basically their whole gimmick was, we go to Costco just like everybody else on a weekend, but we're the Costco guys. We love dressing from Costco, eating at Costco. We love the pizza, the dogs. But they rate things at Costco, and either they give it a boom or a doom. And that's where it started. Okay? Do you give it a boom or a doom? Then they started going viral with this. People are like, hey, do you know the Costco guys?
Now, this is around the time you introduced me, because Covino was on these guys from the early days, and I'm like, oh yeah, the father and son, like East Coast guys, like boom and doom. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
And then it just started.
Then they made a song that started sweeping the nation. We bring the boom. Okay? And then they made dance moves.
It's a big hit in Germany.
Oh, huge right now.
These guys and David Hasselhoff, top of the charts.
Okay. So again, if you don't know, now you know. And if you do know, you're pointing at the radio right now saying, yeah, I can't escape these guys now. So it's a father and son, but it's now a family affair because the wife and the sister, they're also bringing the boom now. But there's dance moves, and they're so big now that Saturday Night Live parodied them. So SNL is not necessarily in the world of dabbling with impersonating movie stars. It's celebrities like this, the new celebrity, the social media celebrity, because guess what, Rich? There's a lot more people looking at their phone than going to the theaters nowadays.
It's the truth. So before we even start the conversation, go around the room and be honest. Like Lowenkron, do you know who AJ and Big Justice are?
Yes, as of 2 minutes ago, but not before.
Well, really? Okay. That's the beauty of the show, because now you know, and then we call it the awareness theory. I don't know the real name of it, but now you're going to see them and be like, oh, that's who Covino and Rich are talking about.
If you get a new car, then all of a sudden you see that car on the road. It's like
you're going to see it.
All the time. Teslas,
You're going to see it. You're going to see it. I George Foreman guarantee you're going to see it during the World Series. You're going to see it in the NBA.
They might be at the World Series.
Here's why I guarantee it. Because you're seeing it in the NFL already. You're seeing it in the NFL. When the Lions won with the field goal, what was the kicker doing? He was bringing the boom right at the end of the game. And he wasn't the only guy bringing the boom. There was other people. You know, they do celebration dances all the time. They're bringing the boom. When you see someone flexing and doing that little kick, that's
and then
what
he
we're
goose
talking
stepping?
about.
Is it goose stepping and doing the
Is that what
flex?
that's
I don't
called?
know.
Yeah.
Like, just like
and then he pulled a Costco hot dog out of his jersey.
Dude. And everybody's getting into it. And what started
Glad I
as the
said jersey.
joke was started as the joke, because even I was like, this is the goofiest thing I've ever seen, is now sort of sweeping the nation, and it's infiltrating the sports world to the point where I can't escape it. It's in my algorithm. This father and son, this family, they're everywhere. And I'm asking you, Fox Sports Radio Nation, do you know them, or are we living on a different planet
well, let's
right now?
do a live Family Feud. Iowa Sam, do you know AJ and Big Justice?
I'll be honest here. I'm not on TikTok. I will at some point join Instagram.
Are you 75 years old?
I love my Facebook and I love my Twitter.
Are you an 80-year-old white guy?
I kind of am trapped in a 38-year-old man's body. But anyway, I had never heard
Do
of.
you write checks for your rent every month?
I do actually. That's how they. I do.
Do you,
write
go,
che-
do you
I
often,
do.
do
I
you
have
often,
to.
do you often go to the post office?
I
You
do.
wear
I buy
Rockports?
stamps too. I love. Hey, can you show me what stamps you have in stock right now?
Jeez, you are.
So I really am. But I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on TikTok. I had never heard of this before. When Bershinger came in here and gave me the cut for this "We Bring the Boom" song, I thought he was talking about like David Justice, like a former Yankee. I thought it was Yankee related.
Oh, yeah. No.
And so I had no, and I've just looked up their faces, and I've never seen these guys
There's
in my
lots
life.
of boom songs. POD has a boom
I was
song.
going to bounce back with that.
Yeah, no, we're talking about this viral one.
When the next time you go to Macy's to pay your credit card bill,
Yes.
you may hear it on the speaker.
Yeah, the
Okay.
next time you decide to go to the Verizon store to pay your bill because you don't want to, you don't trust online payments.
I do write checks. I still do.
But dude, as of like now and moving forward, it's either you know or you don't know. Like, because when I walked in today and I saw Bursch, I was like, "Yo, man, you bringing the boom?" He knew exactly what I was talking about. He started cracking up.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Bree was like, "What does that mean?"
Brielle.
I'm like, I don't know. Why are you bringing the doom? She's like, "Boom or doom? What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, well, let me tell you about it."
You guys know, and then like young TikTokers know, but then there's like you're in your 20s and 30s kind of range. I guess we don't know. Like,
But
we didn't
hold
know
on,
about it.
that's why there's value in what we're doing. We're bridging the gap because there's older dudes listening to us right now on Fox Sports Radio.
I was Sam shopping at the Gap.
But when you're shopping
love
at the
Gap.
Gap, but when you're watching Jake Bates of the Lions, when you're watching them celebrate and they're all bringing the boom, and you're seeing other NFL players bringing the boom and the NBA start,
I
and
wouldn't
you need
know.
to see them
And-
bring the boom.
yeah,
We're
I
telling
wouldn't-
you
yeah.
that they're mimicking a very popular viral father and son. So popular, sports fans, that they're all the celebrity NBA games, the basketball games. The Rizzler, another one of these characters, and the family were at Madison Square Garden doing their dance during the game.
Yep.
They were in a celebrity all-star basketball game. They got a Yankees rally cry now that they're playing like on the radio. They're so famous on the East Coast that you're gonna see it during the World Series. I guarantee you. They're on the big screen. You saw the Rizzler at the postseason Mets game.
Yeah.
Because he's part of that crew.
I never thought I'd say this. I miss Hawk Tuah Girl.
Yeah.
No,
Don't worry. She's doing just fine. Covino's pointing out the fact that we live in a world where
I can't anymore.
the social media star, as much as you want to throw open your mouth and roll your eyes at it, the social media star is as big as the celebrity. When your favorite NFL stars, your favorite NBA players, I guarantee you're going to see this NBA season. We're only a couple days into the season. Mark my words. You will see guys hitting three-pointers, and as the ball's going through the net, swish, they're going to be bringing the boom.
Bringing the
I
boom.
promise you.
Boom!
It's
not the doom.
not the
And
gritty. It's the boom.
let me make this clear too. I know there's probably a lot of grown men rolling their eyes right now.
Who cares?
Present company
It brings
included.
you closer to your kids because your kids are going to be like, "How do you know that?" You're going to say the Covino and Rich show, and we're just keeping you up on it. We're not saying that you need to care. We're not saying that you need to think it's funny. We're just saying at this point, when it's infiltrating your sports world and it's on SNL and it's all over the place on social media, we don't want you to be the last to know.
Yeah, trust us. We equally roll our eyes. But our job, Covino and I, like to keep everyone in the loop on things. You're right, to bridge the gap with your kids, your younger siblings, your nieces, your nephews. So when you see, the same way like your dad would be like, "What's the gritty?" You're like, "Oh, Dad, the Justin Jefferson." I'm telling you, people are bringing the boom, and it's hilariously ridiculous.
It's just father and son. The father looks like a beefed up Kurt Angle, and he
good
wears
call.
a black hat, and everyone's gonna. Oh, by the way, everyone's going to be them for Halloween too. So when you see, yeah, we're Big Justice and AJ, that's who they are for Halloween. When you see little kids show up to your door and one kid is Diddy, one kid is Kelsey.
What?
You're like, who's this guy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
They have their own T-shirts too.
they're bringing the boom, Danny G. Of course they do. They got everything. So we're just letting you know.
Are they officially endorsed by Costco?
By the way, dude, I guarantee you this. A lot of people wonder about it. They're making millions. Millions right now.
Guess they don't have to go back to
Yeah.
Costco.
No, they got their colleges paid for. Their kids are living it up. They're having the time of their life. They're getting full-on sports access. Dude, they were at college. They did a whole college football thing. They're
Yeah.
on the field. They're on the big
promise you-
screen. They're getting the crowd to bring the boom.
Another prediction. Within a month, they're going to be sitting with McAfee on game day.
Yeah. Oh, without
Oh, it wouldn't
doubt.
surprise me. I saw a video where they're at Six Flags on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And, of course, they got into the park for free. They're like radio guys and influencers getting into theme parks.
You know,
It's
Radio
true.
radio guys don't get that anymore.
I just think it's
They
the
give it to
craziest
AJ
thing.
and Big Justice.
AJ,
We,
instead.
we used to, Spot, right?
I give them all the props in the world until I hear something weird about their celebrity. But right now, I'm like, wow, man, amazing what they've been able to do with this nonsense, and they're bringing the boom.
I hate it.
And
Right, can I just say-
that's all we plan and hope to do someday.
Can I just quote Tame Impala? Like, the less I know, the better, right? Like, I didn't know anything about this, and I don't know if my life's any different now.
No,
I'll quote them
Oh,
and
it's
say,
about- it's
you're
about
not
to
as
change.
cool as you used to be, Sam.
It's about to change, Sam.
They remind me of the dad and
life-changing
daughter
news.
that have become famous for lip syncing songs together.
Yes.
They do the Busta Rhymes song.
But they're not as
course.
famous. Like, everybody knows
I
them.
love child exploitation for social media games.
Well, you
my
know what?
favorite
Well,
thing.
I know what
That's-
you're talking about. It's an Australian dad and his daughter, and she's super cute, and the dad's like a funny
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
They make millions. Again,
Danny, what does Koa do? Come on.
yeah,
Come to
can we
work.
get this coming on
Come on,
dance?
Koa. Step it up.
He makes
Da-
messes around
Danny,
the
how
house
old's your son
and
now?
poos his diapers.
His son,
Time to get a job.
His son brings the boom in his
Yeah.
in his pants. So anyway,
Oh, he could sing the Bluey theme song.
Oh, exploit him.
this
look at
is
that.
extremely
Make some money.
silly.
Mom.
We acknowledge that, but
Dad.
you're gonna see it
Bingo.
next time you're watching a big game. You're gonna see him on the big screen. You're gonna see him on TV. You're gonna see him on McAfee. They've just blown up. They've brought the boom for the past year, but it's really hitting a peak now. So we bring it up to you.
So just a reminder when you're watching your sports and you're like, what are they doing? Probably bringing the boom.
Let me
And
let me go to.
I
our
was saying
Twitter
you'll
page.
see it. See, I was saying maybe you'll notice it if you're not on Instagram or TikTok, right?
Correct.
I was saying, do you have trouble logging on to watch Thursday Night Football? Because it's on that damn Amazon.
I do not have Amazon Prime Video.
Jesus Christ.
I borrowed my mom's credentials last time to watch that Jets game from a few weeks ago.
Do you still have a cable box at your house?
No, I do
I
have
was saying,
YouTube
do
TV.
you have a dish on top of your television, on
Yeah.
top of your
I
house?
have a smart TV.
you have an antenna?
That's 8 years old, and I have YouTube TV, and they suit me
was
just
saying-
fine.
I'm not trying to come down on you.
No, it's all right.
How do you think this affects your dating life?
Doesn't help.
It's okay.
Like,
You're
if
not really bringing the boom.
If you meet a girl and you're like, yeah, I'm not on Instagram or TikTok. I don't stay up on things.
I think I want to meet a girl who's not on Instagram or TikTok.
Good luck.
I think
Look,
that's
you're
my
gonna meet you're gonna
style.
meet some gross troll then.
I don't know. I want someone with my values.
What values do you have?
He wants a high value woman.
He wants a girl that's not on social media that likes Caitlin Clark.
I can't even stand
I guarantee if she is not on social media and likes Caitlin Clark, I don't think she'll like you.
she's meant for me. No, I don't know.